Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Ruby. I live in New York City and I basically just post like a ton of lifestyle content here on this channel. Vlogs, beauty videos, health and wellness. If that sounds like anything you'd enjoy, please be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button right down below. Our next goal for this channel is to hit 6K. I post new videos 3 times a week, so there's always new content to binge. And I also post daily on my TikTok, so the link for that is always down below too. I'm just gonna kind of jump right into this video. I don't think it needs a long intro. As you can tell from the title above, we're doing a summer favorites. I have so much to talk about, but also this favorites video was really hard to put together because recently I feel like I've been doing some very specific favorites videos, and so I could have mentioned like some of the same products in this video today, but obviously I wanted to make sure that it was really different. So these are products that I haven't talked about on my channel before, at least not in a really long time, but pretty much everything here is like somewhat new to me. But I've been using all of this for definitely like a few weeks now. I've gathered my thoughts and these have become my favorites for the summer of 2021. I say summer as I'm filming in a sweatshirt. I had the AC on blast all morning, so now it's kind of cold in here actually, but I'm kind of digging the vibes. I love like a chill outfit where it's like a sweatshirt with some like gold accessories and kind of like a glam look. But anyways, without further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm very, very excited. I'll have links for everything down below. I'm sure you guys are going to love the items that I'm talking about today. And let's just get started. Here we go. I think I want to start with the newest item to me, but one that has quickly stolen my heart. I actually bought it for myself for my birthday. This is the first time I think that I'm going to be talking about this here on my YouTube channel, but I've definitely already talked about it on my TikTok and my Instagram, and that is my Dyson Air Wrap. So I ended up buying this for myself for my birthday. I had some credit card points that I exchanged for a gift card, so I got a pretty hefty amount of this like taken off. Now a part of me almost wants to make a totally separate video on this and show you guys like the multiple ways that I use this and what I use the different like attachments for and like a full-on review, but I still wanted to mention it in the summer favorites because I am obsessed with this. I did not take this purchase lightly. If you know me in my personal life, you know that I've literally been thinking about purchasing this for almost 2 years now, so it definitely wasn't a spur of the moment investment, but I just had a feeling that this is something that I would use every single day, and I'm really big on just making sure that I keep my hair as healthy as possible. You know, I bleach it, I use heat on it, and so anything that I can do to just make sure that it stays as healthy as possible is totally something that's very important to me, and I just love this. So let me know if you guys want like a full-on review, but I did just want to kind of mention this at the top of the video because I'm seriously so obsessed with it. Anyways, we love that. Comment down below though if you want a full video review, my honest thoughts. Obviously I purchased that with my own money. I think I'm also gonna start doing a couple tutorials on my TikTok as well. So next, let's talk about some beauty products because I definitely have quite a few that I wanted to mention. I'm gonna start with the 2 fragrances that I've been obsessing over recently. You guys know I am a perfume lover, specifically more luxury fragrances, which is like great for the way I smell but bad for my wallet. However, I wanted to mention a more luxury fragrance, and then I also wanted to mention a super affordable one that I recently found, and I have been getting so many compliments every single time I wear it. So you know what, let's just start with that one. It's actually from Zara, which I never even really knew that they did fragrances. It's this one right here though. This is called Cozy Serenade, and it was seriously so random how I ended up picking this up. A couple weeks ago I needed a new pair of denim shorts just because like I really didn't have any for the summertime, and I was in line for the register and I saw all these like boxes of perfumes. They weren't out for testers, so I literally didn't smell this before taking it home, but I saw the notes for this fragrance on the box and it was like vanilla, jasmine, maybe a little bit of musk, all things that are very much up my alley. And so I figured, you know what, it's like $18. If I don't like it, it's not the end of the world, but it's a really generously sized bottle, so if I love it, it's gonna last me a really long time. As you can see, I have clearly loved this so far. I've been using it almost every single day. It's flirty, it's sweet, but it's not overly sweet. It doesn't smell like a cheap perfume at all. Even my mom recently, when she was up in New York, she was like, what are you wearing? You smell so expensive. And I was like, it's literally Zara. And then as for the luxury fragrance that I've been loving, this is actually a brand new bottle. I got this for free on my birthday, but I have loved this scent for such a long time. It's from Jo Malone. This is their English Pear and Freesia scent. Definitely a classic from the brand, but it's perfect to either A, wear on its own or also mix it with other scents. I recently got the Rouge Blush scent from Jo Malone, and I really like layering these two together, but this is just such a fresh scent, and it doesn't smell too mature. It also doesn't smell like clean laundry. I don't like fresh fresh scents like that. I like them to have some sort of a floral edge to them. Oh, it smells so good though. You can wear this in the daytime, but I also love wearing this at night too and mixing it with something a little deeper. Cannot recommend it enough though. I love Jo Malone. If you're gonna invest in a more luxury fragrance, I always recommend starting there. You guys know I've been on such a blush and bronzer kick recently, but specifically cream and liquid products. That's not to say I'm never gonna go back to using like powder bronzers and blushes. In fact, I'm wearing a powder blush today, but I would say as a whole, I've been loving the cream and liquid products, specifically more of like the cream products. So I have a few to show you. For bronzer, this might not be a surprise because I featured it in a first impressions look recently and I like immediately fell in love. This is the Danessa Myricks cream bronzer in the color Light. Oh my God, I love this stuff. If you're new to cream bronzers, I would absolutely recommend starting here. It's so easy to work with, so easy to blend out. You can use a brush or a sponge. The color payoff is beautiful. It's not too strong, so you can definitely diffuse it really easily, but you can also build this up and get a really nice, intense bronze contoured look. I am so impressed with just everything about this product. The lasting power is there. It's a cream, but it dries down, but it doesn't get cakey. It doesn't slide around on the face. Such a fantastic standout product for me. I originally picked this up because I saw Jamie Page raving about it, and I'm just so happy that I did. It's also not too expensive. So I feel like for anybody, like I said, who's interested in kind of going into the cream bronzer territory, but doesn't really want to get anything that like they're not gonna know how to use, start with this. It will not disappoint you. I have two blushes. One that I've had for forever that I've just kind of come back around to loving, and one that's still a little newer for me. The Glossier Cloud Paints are just one of my favorite like multi-purpose products, and I know that so many others love them as well. This one here is in the color Beam. It's a super pretty kind of like corally peach, and I have been loving this for just like an everyday, very fresh-faced summer look. Now, although this is more of a liquid blush, it's definitely more of like a gel formula, which I love because I have combo skin, but it also means that it's really easy to work with. It's not gonna like slip and slide around your face as you're applying it. And although the color definitely looks a little intense in the tube, it shears out quite a bit. But again, it's buildable. You can do one layer, let it dry, and then go in with a second, even third if you want. Now, as far as a blush that's a little bit newer to me, I say new, but I've been using this for about 2 months now, and I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this, even though it is super new to the market. This is from Bite Beauty, and this is one of their Daycation whipped blushes. Now, I have the color Melon Mojito, and I'll tell you why I specifically bought this. I saw somebody on TikTok, and I cannot remember for the life of me who it was, but I saw somebody on TikTok talking about this blush in this color, and they were saying that the shade and the formula is almost an exact dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury like liquid blushes that are out of stock everywhere. You know the ones that I'm talking about, the ones that come in the tube. And so it's literally impossible to find those like anywhere. So I saw somebody talking about this on TikTok and I was like, you know what, let's just try it out. It's a super interesting texture. It's kind of a hybrid in between a cream and a liquid. So I would say like a whipped mousse blush definitely is the proper description. I'll swatch a little bit on my hand so that you can see the color. I will say the only thing I don't love about this is the packaging. Even though it's a very unique shape, I find that you kind of have to squeeze pretty hard to get the product out. And so sometimes I get a little bit too much on my hand, but I'm going to blend this out on my hand just so you can see. It's a beautiful kind of like peachy pink with gold reflex. And do you see that just like gorgeous sheen it gives to the back of my hand? Again, not super intense, but like the perfect amount of color. I really have loved this, and it dries down pretty quickly. Lastly, I wanted to include a lipstick that I've been loving. I've definitely been using a ton of lip products this summer, but I feel like a lot of them are ones that I've talked about a lot before here on this channel. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, my Dior lip oils, my Dior plumping glosses. But this guy here, I don't think I've talked about much, and oh my god, I love it. Anytime I don't know what lipstick to like finish off a look with, I have always been reaching for this. This is from MAC. This is their Lip Intensity lipstick in the color Dough. Now this is a pretty new formula to me, although it's probably been around for a while. I feel like I just recently got back into shopping at MAC. So pretty though. To me, this is like the perfect creamy nude. I love the finish of this. It gives such a nice creamy, like not glossy finish to the lips, but like a satin finish to the lips. It's super opaque. Like this is one of those lipsticks that you just need like one swipe and you're good. I also just love the way MAC lipsticks smell. Like that birthday cake smell is so nostalgic to me. And I really like this packaging. It's different from like the typical MAC lipsticks in like the plain black bullet. But yeah, I've been loving this. If you need just a good kind of like neutral nude, it's not too dark, it's not too light, it looks great with a gloss over it. You can mix it in with other lipsticks. It's so good. Lastly, I have some clothing items, and then I also have 3 pairs of shoes. It has been so hot here in New York. This is easily one of like the warmest summers we've had in a while. I feel like we've had so many days where it's like consistently been in the high 90s. 3 days ago, it was 97. The low of the day was like 92. So I've been living a lot in like activewear and shorts and sports bras and just like calling that an outfit. Unless I'm working with a client, obviously, then I'm always dressed from like the chest up, but the bottoms are like always shorts. And my back is finally starting to feel better, so I've definitely started working out a lot more again. So let's just talk about first the activewear products that I've been really loving. The Gymshark basic training bras are some of my favorites, and they're also some of the most like affordable sports bras that I have. I just really love how simple the cut is. I love the very basic like Y back. I have also been specifically loving this chocolate brown color in this bra. I'm waiting for the day that Gymshark comes out with leggings in this shade. But yeah, if you're just looking for like a super basic sports bra, it's not a long line, so if you prefer more coverage, I don't think this is going to be up your alley. I will also say it's not like the most supportive, so if you have a larger chest, I would also maybe say find something else. But if you're smaller chested like myself and you're just looking for something really basic that comes in a ton of color options, I've really been loving this. I've also been absolutely loving my Lululemon 6-inch aligned shorts. I'm actually wearing the navy blue ones today as I'm filming. There's just so much that I love about these, and I will say, although they're expensive, these are like one of the only Lululemon items that I truly have never found a dupe for. Nothing will beat how buttery soft these are, how high-waisted they are. It's like the perfect high waist. You don't feel like they're going up to like your chest. And even though they're buttery soft and they don't have the most compression, they still definitely like hug you in and make you look so good. And I also just love the 6-inch. It's not too long, it's not too short. I wear these all the time working out, but I also wear them just like on a casual day here in the city. And then I've also been obsessed with these shorts recently. These are from Aerie, actually. These are from their offline like collection, which I believe is what they're calling like their new activewear line. I have been on the hunt for such a long time for a pair of running shorts that aren't going to be like up my butt. I'm not crazy tall, I'm 5'7", but I feel like when shopping for clothes, that's considered like pretty tall. And so in the past, when I've looked for like running shorts or shorter workout shorts, they've just been like way too much. I feel like there's literally no coverage. And then I was searching the Aerie website recently and I saw these. Now, I also really like them because they have like a more stretchy kind of waistband. It's similar to the material of their leggings, which is really helpful when picking out my size because I knew, okay, in their leggings, I'm an extra small. So if it's the same material for the waistband, I'll probably be an extra small. But then what I love about these is, let me see if I can show you, they have spandex underneath attached. So you get this really nice like flowy pair of shorts, but if the wind picks up or you're working out, bam, you've got spandex, you're covered. Seriously, so great. I was kind of hesitant about sharing these with you guys because I do not want them to sell out, but I love you all. So I'm gonna link these down below. They come in solid colors, they come in patterns. I am just completely obsessed with these. For my birthday, something else that I got myself because I wasn't doing anything like big and I wasn't going anywhere, is I placed my first ever Skims order. I've been really interested to try out a couple things from the brand, but obviously they're definitely on the more pricey side, so I wanted to wait until it was like an occasion where I felt okay treating myself. I definitely returned a few items. Some of the things were a miss, but I also found a ton of hits in my order as well. I got quite a few bodysuits from them because I wanted to try out a couple of the different styles and necklines. I seriously had so many options, and I placed my order like right as they were doing a restock, which was perfect. And I got this bodysuit right here in 3 different colors. This is the Fits Everybody high neck bodysuit. I believe that's what it's called. I'll link it down below. This is actually the only color that I haven't worn yet. I wanted to show you one that wasn't like super wrinkled because, spoiler alert, I have been wearing these non-stop. This Fits Everybody material basically feels like the Lululemon Aligns in a bodysuit. It's super buttery, it's so soft, it is so flattering. I don't even have to wear a bra with this, and I am just obsessed with the cut. I love that it's a high neck, but it's not a mock neck. I also really like the way that like the arms kind of dip in here. It's just a really flattering cut. This is in the color Umber, but I also got the chocolate brown, I got the black, I got kind of like an in-between, kind of like muted darker brown. I just knew something in me told me that I was gonna wear this bodysuit in this specific cut a lot. I've been wearing it more casually with a pair of like high-waisted 90s jeans, but I've also been wearing them when I've gone out for like a nice dinner with Kevin. I'm traveling next week and I'm doing a lot of business things, and I'm gonna be bringing these for sure. But I would definitely say that this is a very, very worth it item from Skims, and one that I would definitely recommend buying a few colors in because I've just been living in this. And I also love that this is a thong bottom, meaning you're not gonna get any sort of like weird underwear lines. For size reference, I got an extra small in all of my Skims bodysuits and they fit me perfectly. This is actually the only one that I got a small in because they were out of an extra small in this color, but I really liked it because it's almost like a mauve-y color. And although it is like a little bigger, it's really not that noticeable. It just feels a little different on me. But I would say like if you're in between sizes, because I was hesitant, I didn't know whether or not to go with an extra small or a small, I would definitely go with the smaller of the two because these have a lot of stretch to them. The other Skims item that I have absolutely been loving is their Bando Strapless Bra. This is the nude one. I also got one in black, which is the one that I've been wearing, so I still have the tag on this one. But I have been on the hunt recently for a new strapless bra because I have not owned a strapless bra in forever because I honestly haven't needed one, but recently I've just been wearing like a ton of different shirts that kind of require that. But I wasn't looking for a strapless bra that had a ton of padding and like wiring in it because I really don't need that. And so I literally did like a random Google search, and I think I just put in like best strapless bras for smaller boobs, and this came up and I love it. It's the same buttery material as the Fits Everybody bodysuits. I find that it actually has a decent amount of support. It's super comfortable to wear all day. I don't feel like I'm constantly having to like readjust and pull it up. Personally for me, I don't like the look of like my nipples showing through my shirt, and so I was a little worried that because this doesn't have any padding at all that might happen. But because it's like triple lined, I don't have that issue at all. And yeah, I'm super impressed. Again, I got this in an extra small, yeah, an extra small, and my bra size is a 32A. So yes, love this. Definitely a win from Skims. Cannot recommend it enough. Okay, lastly, let's talk about the 3 pairs of shoes that I wanted to mention. The first is a pair of sneakers. If you guys didn't know, for the last like 2 months, I have been dealing with a herniated disc in my lower back. It's been a long healing process, but I'm slowly like on the up and up. But at the beginning of my injury and the beginning of my recovery process, my chiropractor and my physical therapist were like, you need to get a pair of super cushioned tennis shoes. So then that began my search for a very cushioned pair of sneakers, tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them. And while I needed them to be, yes, cushioned, I also wanted them to be really supportive and something that I could wear even after my recovery was over, something that I could wear walking through the city, maybe if I wanted to like take a jog through Central Park, or even just like a gym day. So I went to one of my local like running and walking stores and I spoke to one of the specialists and I decided on these. These are from Hoka. These are the Arahi 5s, and originally I was just gonna get the plain black, but I honestly really love the color. These are so ridiculously comfortable. I've heard a ton about Hoka shoes before, but obviously like I'm not a runner. However, the guy at the store that I was talking to said that these are some of his favorites because they're a great walking and running shoe. So cushioned, so supportive. I just love these. Yes, they were a little bit more expensive, but these have helped my back so much and they've just helped the recovery process. And I feel like for a chunkier running shoe, athletic sneaker, they're really not that bad. Like, they're pretty cute. And also on a more like technical level, originally I was trying to like do my research beforehand, and I feel like a ton of people who love Hokas have the Clifton. But if you deal with any sort of pronation, meaning like your feet or like your ankles like drop in a little bit like I do, I would definitely recommend the Arahi 5s. They have a ton more support for those who deal with pronation, and I just like, they're amazing. And now that my back is finally starting to feel so much better, I have definitely been wearing some more like chunkier heels recently and summer sandals. Obviously not every single day because I'm still trying to take it easy, but whenever I like go out or go to a nice meal, I've definitely been wearing like some more fun shoes. And these are the 2 that I've been wearing the most, and I seriously love them. And they're both actually from Steve Madden. I didn't even realize that until just now. These are the first pair. They're these super chunky summer sandals. Again, I love a chunky heel, especially especially for living in New York City. I'm not gonna do those skinny stilettos unless I'm like being driven everywhere and like hardly walking. It's just this really pretty sand color. The top of the sandal is suede. I had them treated, so like if they happen to get wet, they're not gonna get completely ruined. And then the actual like heel and sole is almost like this rubber lug sole. Really love these though. They're so comfortable. I've worn them a little bit dressier, but I've also worn them super casually with like a pair of flare jeans and a really nice blouse. So I would say those are more of like my casual summer heels that I've been wearing. And then as far as something a little dressier, obviously I'm not doing anything like super formal right now because we're still in a pandemic and me and Kevin are still being super careful. But if I need to dress it up just a little bit more, I've been going for these. As you can tell, I also love a platform. I love a platform heel because that means you can go higher and not lose like the support. Again, these are also from Steve Madden. I'm getting like such 70s vibes from these and I'm so here for it. And I know that these also come in black. So if you don't love brown, which for the summer I definitely go more for brown than black, but if you don't love brown, they do have a black option. Again, the like strap that goes over the toes is suede. The heel and the platform are this really pretty like chocolate brown wood. It has an ankle strap that buckles just like the other one, so again, you feel very supported even though these heels are tall. But what I also love about these is the toe box is like slightly diagonal, so it just gives it a little bit of a different look, and to me that's why they look really 70s. That and like the really chunky platform. As much as I love a skinny heel, living in New York City you have to be practical, and so like 9 times out of 10 if I'm gonna wear a heel it's always something really chunky. But honestly I feel like you can still look really elegant and elevated with a chunkier heel. You just have to know how to dress it right. But there you guys have it. Those are all of my summer favorites. I feel like I chatted a lot and we had a lot of favorites to get through, but I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also click that subscribe button down below because again, we're trying to hit 6K. That is the next goal here for this channel. Be sure to follow me on all of my other social media networks. They're always listed down below. Instagram, Twitter, Clubhouse, TikTok, subscribe to my podcast, check out my Amazon shop. I love you guys so much. I hope you all are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you all very soon in my next video. Okay? Bye everybody.